What's going on, guys? Today I finally went to the store and picked up the last of the metal that I need to start fabricating my next CNC machine. And of course, my calipers stopped working. So, obviously I can go buy another set of these because they're cheap, but that's not the point. I want to know what's wrong with these ones. So, we're going to rip them apart and we're going to try to figure it out together. Check it out. So, at first glance, you could probably tell instantly that something is seriously wrong with these because these are 6-inch calipers. They don't actually go up to 63 inches. And then it's obviously not reading right when you try to move it. So something is clearly really screwed up in here. So let's crack the case open and see what we can find. I'm pretty sure this is actually the smallest screwdriver that I own. I believe it came out of an eyeglass repair kit, but I could be mistaken. It's actually a little bit small even for this application, but it's going to work all right. So I was expecting to see a type of rack and pinion with some kind of rotary encoder on it. But instead, what we have is a printed circuit board that obviously just has really sensitive electronics that's detecting movement from the calipers. Although it's difficult to see, you can tell that just running my finger across the circuit board is actually changing the readout. So it's working, it's just not working properly. I already cleaned off this side of the circuit board, so to dig down deeper we got to take it apart a little bit more, and maybe it's dirtier on the other side. A lot of the times when it comes to electronics, problems that you're having tend to boil down to cleanliness, and so we got to take a look at it and see what we got going on. When dust and stuff starts getting inside of the electronic components, that's when you start having serious issues. Now, where exactly this dust came from, I have no idea, but obviously it needs to come out for this to start working properly, so we're going to take it out to the air compressor and spray it out, and then we can put it back together and see what we come up with. Once you're confident that you got everything nice and clean, it's really simple just putting the screws back where you got them. Try to get even pressure on each screw and definitely don't over tighten anything because you can end up putting a lot of pressure on that circuit board and cracking it, which would probably not be the end of the world, but why would you want to do that if you can avoid it? Now that we got it fully assembled and zeroed out, you can tell that when you open and close the jaws, it ends up closing back at zero, which is actually something I had difficulty doing when it was brand new. And since I put even pressure on the back screws, it seems to actually open and close a lot nicer. Not to mention, we have what seems to be pretty good accuracy. It'll be put to the test later, but right now it looks to be pretty good. Now that I got them fixed, I want to address something real quick. I read a review about these that said that they were clunky, that they were garbage, and that they didn't have very good accuracy. Now, clunky, yeah, I'll give you that. It's not as smooth as it could be. Now, when I put all the screws back in, I was trying to careful to put the right amount of pressure on each one of them, and it actually seems to work better than it did when it was new. Accuracy, these are good. I have not had any accuracy issues with them at all. Unless, of course, you want to count the issues that I was just having with them. I'm pretty sure you could categorize those as accuracy issues. However, this was a major malfunction, and outside of that, I haven't had any problems of this sort. It's been really reliable and really accurate for me. Now, cheapness, yeah, they're probably a little bit on the cheap side. They were like $20 brand new. I mean, give me a break. What do you expect exactly? So, would I get another set? I probably would. The only reason these even stopped working is because I did a lot of grinding, a lot of cutting, a lot of welding. These should have been dirty. They should have stopped working. That was completely my fault. You can get expensive sets that I don't want to call them airtight, but they're more protected than these, and so it prevents this type of thing from happening. But frankly, for the money, these are where it's at.